Today on Mina Studio, how to use OBS to create a video recording of your screen for free. Welcome to Mina Studio. My name is Nathan. With me as always is my tech director, Ronald. He's back there behind the keyboard. Today we're going to talk about screencasting for free with a program called OBS. So maybe you want to create a recording of your screen, maybe with like a video, tiny video of you in the corner, or some text or some other things. So we're going to learn how to do that with a program called OBS. That's a open source broadcasting software. It's used for live streaming or broadcasting out videos. We can also use it to record screencasts on our computer. Very important disclaimer, to screencast with OBS, you need 2 monitors. So if you have a laptop, you'll need to hook up an external monitor so you can have 2 screens, because one screen will need to have the OBS program on it and the other screen will be what you're showing in your video. So the first thing we're going to do, let's go to obsproject.com and download the application. It's available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. I'm using it on Mac today just in case yours looks a little different on PC. Should be the same functionality. So download whichever one is for your computer, install it, and then when you open it up, it will look something like this. So this is OBS. First couple things we're going to do are things we only need to do once when we very first start out, and then they'll be saved forever. So this first part might be a little weird and complicated, but we're only doing it once ever. These are just general settings we need to change. So first thing we're going to do is create a new profile and new scene collections. So these are just saved settings basically. So go to Profile, New, we'll go Screencast, okay. Then go Scene Collection, New, name it the same thing. Okay, so these are just ways to save our settings so we don't have to do this every time. Now we're going to go to our general OBS settings and change a few things. So down here is Settings, so click on that button. It'll bring up the program settings. First things I'm going to do, but you don't have to, is I'm going to change my theme. That's just how the program looks. I don't like this theme I got. I'm going to make it dark. So there we go. I'm going to select one called Arachne. This doesn't change anything other than what the application looks like to you. Everything else here is okay. On the side here, we go to Stream. We don't need to worry about that because we're not live streaming. We're just recording videos. Then we go to Output. Here on Output, you're going to need to change the file format. It saves as a type of video called FLV, which not a lot of people actually use. So I would change that to MP4. You're probably more used to MP4 files. So that's just going to change what format it saves as. Next, we'll go to Audio. Don't need to do anything here. In video, this is one of the more important things. You want to make sure your base canvas resolution and output scaled resolution, these 2 top settings, are both 1920 by 1080. That's just making sure that we're at full 1080p resolution in our videos. And then that is all you need to change. So hit Apply here at the bottom and OK. We'll get rid of that. Now we've got those settings done. Don't need to touch them ever again, hopefully. So now we're going to create our actual video sources and scenes. This is just what shows up in our video. So scenes are different scenes that you can switch between. You might only want to do one, just your picture of your screen, or you might want different ones. I'll show you both. So we're just going to right click on the first scene that comes up. We're going to rename it to Screencast, just so we know what we're showing. All right, so now we can add some sources. These are just the things that will show up in our video. For instance, our computer screen or that little image of us in the corner. So to add a source, we're going to click this Add button at the bottom. And then Video Capture Device is what we want for a camera. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to name it Camera. You can name it whatever you want to. It's not going to show up. It's just for you. Then this box will come up, and this drop-down menu is where you select whichever camera you like. It might just have one FaceTime HD if you're just using your webcam on your Mac. I'm going to select HD webcam. That's another webcam I have plugged in, and it'll show up right there. And then you're going to unclick this Use Preset button. You're going to select the resolution 1920 1080. Again, this is stuff you really just have to do once the first time you use it. And then frame rate, click this drop down and select 30. That again is just making sure we're in full HD. Alright, so I now have my camera that I can drag around the screen. I can resize however I want to. And I want myself down here in the corner. So I'm going to drag, make it smaller, put me down in the corner there. Okay, so we've got our video down in the corner. Now we're going to add our computer screen. So click plus, and for your entire monitor, your entire display screen, you want display capture. You can also choose to only do a one window on your computer, and that you would use window capture. That's just one window, like if you just want a Chrome window to show. But I'm going to use display capture, which is the entire computer screen. So select display capture, leave it like that, and OK. And there it is. You can see here in the middle is my properties. And you can see that's what happens if you only have one monitor. You get this infinite crazy window thing going on. So I need to change that to my other monitor. So right here, display 0. I'm going to go display 1. And there's my other computer monitor. OK. And there's my computer monitor on my screen. You can see my video disappeared in the bottom. That's just because it's behind this. So in sources, these are the order. You'll see them. So if I want my camera on top, I drag that to the top like so. There we go. So whatever order your sources are down here is what order they'll be in on your screen. So if something disappears, it might just be behind another thing. And then finally, we'll need audio so they can hear us. So one more time, we'll click plus audio input capture. That's a microphone. You can name that mic or whatever you want to. Then select whichever microphone you are using. Probably just, it'll be your webcam microphone. So I'll select my webcam microphone. Okay. And now you can see I have audio right here. Now you can speak. Make sure your audio is not going up into the red, which mine is right here, you can see. So you can drag the slider down just a little bit. Check, 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 check. Check, now I'm in the orange, not really in the red. That's what I want. All right, so now we have everything set up like we want it. So once you do this, you shouldn't really need to do it again. Once you open OBS again, this should be set up just like this still, and you'll be ready to go. So if I've got exactly what I want here, you can click Start Recording on the side here. You'll see two options. These buttons, Start Streaming, Start Recording. You want Start Recording. And then it'll record a video, and when you're done, it'll change to Stop Recording, and you hit Stop Recording, and you'll have a video on your computer. So if this is what you want it to look like, you are ready to go and start recording. If you want to get really fancy, you can also add another scene with your video full screen, which is what you saw me do in this video. So you can go to Scene here, the scene box, and add a new scene. I'll title it Full Camera. And you can see we got no sources in this new scene. So we're going to add video capture device, just like we did for our camera in the other scene. Camera, I'll name it. Same thing, select the camera we want. Unclick Use Preset. Select 1920 1080 and 30. Okay. And this time I'm going to make this full screen camera. You can see there's no audio there. We know that. Audio input capture 2. Same thing as before. Turn our volume down to match before. The other one was minus 3.1. You can see that number here. So now I have two scenes I can switch between. So maybe I start my video full screen like this, and then I go to my other screen when I'm ready to show them my screen. And you can go back to the full camera if you want to explain more without the screen on, and then back to the screen like so. And you just do that by clicking between the different scenes. Another thing you may want to do is show a video. If you want to do that, you can add another scene that's a video. So we'll go to our scenes, add, say video. And then we go to our sources. And we want media source. Media source. Then we'll have a select a video from our computer. So let's see, I'll select this video. You want to make sure restart playback when source becomes active is on and show nothing when playback ends. Both of those need to be checked. Click OK, and now we have a video playing. And again, like before, if we want, we can add video capture device. That's our camera. Do it just like we did the other times. There I am, so I could be down in the corner of this video. And of course add another microphone. And again, when you make these, they stay there, so you won't have to do this again. You're just giving yourself more options that you can record. Alright, so there's our video. So anytime I click onto that scene, my video will start over, like so. Now I have a video playing and you can see my camera there in the corner. And in our mixer you can see audio input capture is my mic and then media source is my video. So now we have three scenes. We have this one which has our screen on it and us in the corner. We have this full camera, me talking, and maybe a video we want to show with our camera still in the corner. The last thing I would do is just make sure all of your volumes are similar. So do a test recording, click through all your scenes, make sure the video volume is not way higher than the mic volume, etc., etc. Do a test recording. So I know it may look a bit complicated. Once we've made these things, they're in there. We don't have to make them again. Should be ready to go next time you open it up. And again, once you hit that start recording button, anything you do on here will show up in the video. So you can switch from your full camera to your screencasts, and then you can go to your video with you in the corner, back to your screencast. Whatever you do will show up in that video. Then when you're done, you hit stop recording. You have a video file of your computer monitor, your video, your camera, everything you had there. Hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave in the comments below. I will try to answer to the best of my ability. I know these are crazy times. We're all trying to do things online that we've never done before. So I will try my best to help you out. Thank you so much, and I will see you back here soon.